friends, I just got out of my shower, so I'm not wearing any makeup and my hair's wet. And I thought it'd be a perfect time to do the positivity segment for the week because it's something that's actually affecting me right now. I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed. I have 3 videos that I need to film and edit today. We're going out for lunch like in a minute, so that's going to take up some of my time. Tonight we're going to the Queen Victoria Market to do some touristy shopping. And I'm just feeling like I don't have enough time to do everything I need to do, and it's starting to really affect me. One thing to do when you're feeling overwhelmed is take a look at all the tasks you have to do and see if you can't rearrange them. So for example, I could actually do a little bit of my filming and editing tomorrow, which does relieve some of the pressure, but not enough. So a good secondary step to do, especially when you have anxiety or depression and you're struggling to get started, where you're starting to feel stressed from so much you have to get done, and so the stress is making you struggle to start, and then because you're not starting, you're getting more stressed, and it just cycles and cycles until you have a meltdown. So one thing that I was taught is break everything up into as small of a step as you can. So often when we feel overwhelmed, it's because we feel like we have way too much to do and we can't actually see individual steps anymore. All we can think is, I have so much to do today. So instead of getting lost in that cycle, try and break it by thinking, okay, what's the first thing I have to do? And say the first thing I have to do right now is film something. So instead of thinking I need to film, that's not my first step. My actual first step is to make sure that I've got my script ready. And then I need to get my set ready. So again, that can be broken up into smaller steps. So what I have to do for that is I have to close the blind, and then I have to set up my light, and then I have to set up the camera, and then I have to put the few elements of the set that I need to put on. And then I need to turn the camera on, and then I need to sit down, and I need to review my script, and then I can actually start filming. So by breaking things down into literally one motion movements or things, it makes it a lot easier for your brain to process all the different things. So say you have homework where you need to read a chapter of the book and then you have to write like a mini essay or summary about it. So instead of thinking, oh my god, I have all of my English homework to do, when am I going to get this done? Just think, okay, I need to read the chapter of the book first. So my first step is get the book out of my bag. Now I need to open it to the right chapter. And then you can even reward yourself by making it even smaller. At each paragraph you get a 30-second break or a 1-minute break where you can stand up and walk around your room, have a sip of water, something like that, and then get back into it. Another thing that's been shown to really help people with anxiety is instead of making a to-do list, which is just overbearing and it's there and it's always staring at you and it's always judging you because you're not doing the stuff you have to do, make a done list. So instead of saying that you have to do all of these different things, every time you've accomplished a task, write it down on your done list. Psychology shows that by watching our done list get bigger and seeing all of these little or big accomplishments we've already achieved helps boost us, and we can therefore do a bit more. Talking it through with you guys has actually really helped me feel a lot less overwhelmed, because by explaining to you the different tactics I've heard about helping with being overwhelmed, I've actually managed to make myself feel a lot less overwhelmed. Sometimes it's also that simple. When you're feeling overwhelmed, talk it through with someone you trust, a friend or a loved one. Say, hey, I have so much to do. Can you help me break this up into much smaller tasks? Also remember that these types of things may work for one person, but may not necessarily work for you or not work as well as possible. So try and find your own spin on things. For example, with the done list, some people like writing I had breakfast on them, even though that may not be an accomplishment per se and they actually just do it all the time without thinking. Seeing that there's already one thing on their done list and they haven't even started their day fully yet gives them a huge boost in energy. I hope that's going to help some of you who are feeling overwhelmed with whatever's going on in your life. And remember, if you are feeling overwhelmed and you cannot center yourself and you can't find a way out, make sure to reach out to someone and they can help you.
So before going to the market tonight, we're taking Nanny on a quick walk. We're going on an area where there was the Airbnb when we first moved to Australia. Before getting our own place, we were in an Airbnb for a few weeks, and that's in a different part of town to where we currently live now. So it's nice. It's the first time we're going back since we were there, so it's nice memories, and it's a nice walk. I don't know if you can see in the back. And we've got Nanny.
Nanny, say hi to the camera. Go on, go say hi.
Melbourne CBD. Nanny Point.
Over there.
When you're not frame.
Ready?
Yeah.
Over there.
No, still not.
Yeah. Over there. Over there. Over there. Over there.
So we're at the Queen Victoria Market. I don't know how well you can hear me because it's so loud because it's an enclosed space. But I'm going to show you guys a bit of what you can see here. For people back home and just general friends and stuff like that, and we're almost done, which means soon we can get some food. So we got the last gift, so we're just paying up and finishing off. It's a personalized gift, so it's going to take a while, and then we're getting food. I'm so hungry. What are we getting for dinner?
Crabs.
Yeah, what did you get?
Complete one. So there's egg, ham, mozzarella, mushrooms, and spring onions. What did you get?
Nutella banana.
Of course.
Yeah, I got my crab. I'm waiting for Ben to get his tea, so I'm just gonna look at it, smell it. Nom 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 nom. So we're gonna eat these and walk around the very loud place, and we'll see you guys again on the train way home. Bye. So it's like a second later, and we are on the metro. It was not a second for us. It took some time, a long time. How was your French?
Very yummy.
Yes, so was mine. It was a lot of Nutella. Definitely more Nutella than anything else, but it was amazing. And so yeah, as I said earlier, we definitely got all the gifts for everybody that we were getting gifts from. And so now we're gonna go home and we're gonna see Nanny. So we'll see you guys at home. Hi Nanny! Hi Nanny! Hello! 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 You say hi to the camera? Nope. Hi! I missed you too. I missed you too. I missed you too. You sent it, wiggly butt. Aww. So a quick update on the merch situation. I did promise to keep you guys as updated as I could. So what I've already done is I've already reorganized a part of my desk, and I've set off a part of the shelves, like the shelving area in our house. Even though I don't plan on having too much merch to start off with, I want to start off on the right foot, so that once I do have more merch later on or later on down the line, it'll be easier for me to keep it up if there's already a good system set up. So I'm just going to show you guys a bit of what I've got going on. So most of you know that this is my desk. It's actually right opposite where I filmed. Those little blue marks are where the tripod stands for the camera. And so over here I've now set up, I've got a folder which has all of my scripts, but will also have all the orders and receipts and that kind of stuff. And then here I've got some trays, so there's the incoming orders and then stuff that's being processed. And then I'll show you guys the shelves that I've got. So this is the room where I film, and literally as you walk out, right opposite there's the linen closet. Hi Nanny, you want to show with me? And so this side I've emptied fully. Well, fully. The top is Christmas decorations. But I've emptied all of these shelves so I can start putting in the merch and getting into a good routine with it. So as I just said, we're about to go finalize something for this first piece of merch. So as I'm using the word finalize, as you guys can guess, that means it's going to be ready really soon for you guys. I will give you guys a few details about it already. So it is going to be limited edition, this first piece of merch, because it's the first one. It's special, and I think it's more special if you can get it around when the channel is still very new and young, rather than being able to get it in a few years. I will be doing an announcement video on YouTube with a link to the shop, But for those of you who are on the Discord server, I will be doing a pre-sale. So 24 hours before the video goes public, everybody on the Discord server will already get the link to the shop, and you can already order the merch if you want it. It won't be, thanks Nanny for that, that was Nanny's nose. It won't be at a special price or anything, but it will be a pre-sale. So because it is limited edition, that way you guys are sure you can get this piece of merch. So hopefully I can update you guys on all of that really soon.